Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to get scared.
Stop the prime time, bitch!
Gail's not here!
I'm not interrupting anything, am I? You three look deep in thought.
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
You stupid bitch! You filthy slut!
One ugly motherfucker.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
It's him. He can see us.
Do you want to die tonight?
Is that the best you can do? Why not set your goals higher, huh? You want to be one of the big boys? Manson? Bundy? OJ?
Welcome back to year 2 of Nerd Nation's Halloween Spectacular. Tonight we're going to be talking about Scream 2. Fair warning, this review will contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen Scream 2 yet and want to, watch it and then come back to this video. The two horror franchises I love the most are Halloween and then Scream. First, Scream is my favorite horror movie of all time, and I've enjoyed all the sequels up until this point. Scream 2 is no exception. Sure, there are a few issues, and this is nowhere near as good as the first movie, but it's still one of my personal favorites of the entire franchise. One of the things I like most about Scream 2 is its college campus setting. It makes the movie feel fresh and stand out instead of just being another Scream sequel that takes place in Woodsboro, like many of the movies in this franchise do. It's also fun to see our characters embrace the college life, such as bantering in classrooms with friends or even going to frat parties. It's a very warm, comforting setting. Speaking of the characters, they're all really great here. Sidney Prescott is one of the best final girls of all time, and I really love the character development she gets here. She fights back a lot more against Ghostface in this movie, which is really cool to see. She doesn't feel like a helpless final girl. She feels like she can hold her own in these situations with Ghostface.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney. Remember me?
What do you want?
I want you. It's showtime.
Then why don't you show your face, you fucking coward?
Dewey and Gale are also great in this movie. Dewey is probably my favorite character of the franchise, and while I've never been huge on Gale, I think that David Arquette and Courtney Cox have the best chemistry of any of the actors in this franchise. They work really well together, and the scenes where they're just playfully flirting are some of the best of the entire movie. Randy's also great. He's really funny per usual, and while it's sad to see him die in this film, he gets one of the better deaths in the franchise. I also like some of the newcomers in this movie, such as Sydney's boyfriend Derek and her best friend Hallie. I really love their dynamics with Sydney, and it makes it all the more sad when they die. Plus, it's cool to see Cotton Weary in this movie. He's only mentioned in the first movie, but to see him released and out of prison and trying to convince Sydney that he's innocent is really cool. You can tell he's still upset about being locked up and framed, and you can tell that Sydney still doesn't quite trust him. And it's really cool when Cotton ends up saving her in the end. It's great character work, and I'm glad that they decided to include him in this. There are a lot of great moments of tension in this movie. For example, when Ghostface is chasing Dewey, Gale, and Randy across this park, they're running around trying to find who's calling them. It's a very intense scene. Another great scene is where Sydney and Haley have to get out of this police car and crawl over Ghostface, who's unconscious in the driver's seat. It's super suspenseful, and even though I've seen this movie already, it still makes me tense up every time I watch it. In the scene where Gale and Dewey are being taunted by Ghostface in the theater room, it has great sound design. They're both on either side of this soundproof mirror, which creates a feeling of isolation and suspense. Scream 2 has some of the best suspenseful scenes of the entire franchise. The Ghostface reveals are also pretty good. Mickey and Mrs. Loomis obviously aren't as great as Stu Macher or Billy Loomis, but they're still really solid. I really like how Mickey uses Billy to mess with Sydney, making her turn against her boyfriend in his final moments and then shooting him dead. I also like how Nancy becomes the main Ghostface by the end. Her motive is pretty simple, just wanting revenge for the death of her son. But it works really well for this movie. And I don't really care for Mickey's motive. He wants to blame the movies as the reason why he's killing people, which could be interesting for a Scream movie, but he pretty much dies right after the reveal. It feels like they just needed some sort of motivation in the script. There's a lot to like about Scream 2, but there are a few issues with it. I think my biggest issue with the movie is the opening scene. I don't hate it, but it's probably my second least favorite opening of the entire franchise. I'd say Scream 4's is worse than this one, but I still don't really care for this opening scene that much. The idea of Ghostface attacking someone in a movie theater is a cool concept, but the execution wasn't there for me personally. There were a lot of opportunities to use the people dressed in Ghostface costumes to subvert the audience, but they didn't really do that. They don't keep Ghostface as hidden as I think that they should have, and it just kind of felt like wasted potential to me. I also think the movie references in this one get a bit obnoxious. The first movie did it in a very tasteful way. Even when Randy was rambling on about the rules of a horror movie, they used it in that movie and subverted your expectations. In this movie, I feel like it's just really overused. Like, there's an entire scene of these college classmates talking about how bad movie sequels are and trying to find out which movie sequel is better than the original. And it just gets really annoying and on the nose. Overall, though, despite a few issues, Scream 2 is a great horror sequel and one of the best of the franchise. There are a lot of great moments of tension, the characters are great, and the Ghostface reveal are some of the better of the franchise. I'm going to give Scream 2 an 8 out of 10. Guys, thanks so much for watching. This series is a lot of fun to make, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Keep on the lookout for more videos in the month of October, and with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.